Hey there, how would you like to get this PowerPoint ebook template absolutely free? Just click the link below to download your copy, and then follow along with me in this tutorial as I show you how to modify it. It's very easy to modify using only PowerPoint. Then be sure to subscribe to my channel as I will be putting up more free PowerPoint video templates and tutorials. So let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, you downloaded the PowerPoint file as a zip file. You have to double click on it to unzip it and then go to wherever it is, and here it is for me. And then you open it up here and you see book cover 3, and you can double click on that and it will open it up in PowerPoint here. Now, so here it is. First thing I'm going to do is go up here to enable editing. And now I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to put it back there. And I might call it by the book name, whatever I'm doing, or just put an A here, or number 1 or 2, whatever. But I want to have a copy. And I also duplicate whatever I'm going to use here. So I duplicate that slide. Now, the back cover and the spine, those are going to be if you want to go and make it into if you'd like to make it into a regular hardcover book, you'll need those. But for us, we're just going to look at this. So I'm in the Home tab here, Home tab, and I'm going to go to Select, Selection pane. And notice if you hit Hide All, everything disappears, and Show All. So I'm going to hide all, and then I'm just going to put this picture in. Notice that this is the picture. And then what they did is they added a different color here over top of it to fade it out a bit. You could leave that, put that in, or leave it out. I'm going to change this picture. So I'm going to go right-click, change picture from file. So I right-clicked on it and said change picture from file, and I picked this picture from the file. Then what I'm going to do, I'll determine later if I want to leave the rectangle in, if I want to change the color. But I'd like to do some text here. So if we see over here, we have this. I kind of like to use this one and these. And then these down here, you could have your name here or anything else. You could have a subtitle if you wanted. So let me go and see what this one is. That's, and that one, and that one. That's the one I want to start with. And I'm just going to call it Easy. And I'm going to put it up here. Might move this picture down a little bit. And then the next one I'm going to look at is that one there. I'm going to do PDF. Now you can change the font, you can change the color, you can do anything you normally do in PowerPoint. And then the other one is going to be, and I'm going to move it down definitely. Now, just because we can do it, I'm going to add all of this other stuff back. The circle. Now this circle, I can kind of move it over here if I want. Kind of put it like this, or I could have used it as a half circle. And then we're going to have another circle here. And you can put it anywhere. You can leave it off. You don't have to have it on. I just thought because you can have it here. And you can change the color, by the way. So once I get to that circle, I would just hit Format and Shape Fill. And then I can fill it any color I want here. We can have that one. Now, if I put the rectangle back in, it's this color. If I'd rather have a different color there, you know, maybe to match more like this, Or if I wanted it even a darker blue, it's probably pretty glary, but you just put something in like that. Now, this really is all you need if you're doing a Kindle book. Sorry, I keep moving that, trying to move this up and down. If you're doing a Kindle book, you would just save this as a JPEG or a PNG, and you'd be all set. Now, the problem with Kindle is when Amazon puts the thumbnails on, sometimes the background blends right into the white on the Amazon sales page. So you might want to put some kind of a border around here if you're going to do that. So what I'd like to do right now is I'm going to save this. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say save as. I'm going to put it in the same place, and I'm going to call it either a JPEG or a PNG. PNGs probably are a little bit better, but we'll just do that one slide. Now I'm going to look for a new slide here. I don't want that color, although I can get rid of it easily enough. Then I'm going to insert the picture that I just saved. And there it is. Now, again, you can pretty this up a lot. You can change the text and make it a little bit a different kind of text. I'm just doing this real fast for you. So now that it's a picture, what I can do, and the reason I couldn't do it here is because you see all these different placeholders. If I tried to rotate it all, I'd have to group all of these together. And sometimes that's not as easy as it sounds. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go to Format, and I'm going to go to Picture Effects, 3D Rotation, and watch what happens. It'll rotate depending upon which one you click on. I'm going to go down here to this one. Let me pull this up a little bit for you so you can see it better. Okay, I pulled this up just a little bit so you could see better what I'm looking for. I'm doing this one right here, above the oblique. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go back to Picture Effects. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom where it says 3D Rotation Options. And I'm going to click on that, and that's going to open it right here. So here's my PDF. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so we can look at it better here. So we've got it kind of slanted. Then we're going to go over to 3D Format, and we're going to go to Depth. Now watch what happens when I change the depth here. You can start to see something forming. It will depend upon how much you want here. If it's a big book, you might want to put in like 20 here. If it's a smaller book, maybe just 15. Depending upon how you want it to look. Now, I don't really like that color like that, although it is okay. Maybe I do. But I can change the color by going to Depth and the color here. I mean, you could make it a bright red if you wanted. You could try to make it the same color as the book. Lightens it up a bit. So let me just kind of pick this color. And then what you can do is you can contour the top a little bit by changing the size right here. You can bevel. Let me just show you contour a little bit. See how it just kind of brings it out a little bit there? See, it makes it real black now. You can bevel it. See how it moved it out? I show it. No bevel. Now watch right here. And then kind of moves it out a little bit. You can bevel any height and width you want. You can do a bottom bevel. Just brought it out a little bit more. And then some people like to do lighting. And notice what happens. You can have lighting there. Lighting there, and it gets rid of the spine a little bit when you so you have to be careful what you're doing for the lighting here. This made it more like the same color, and if we got rid of the bevel, I think it would move it in even. But you can play around with what you want. And then the angle here, that'll also change this. So suppose we made it a 10, doesn't seem to do anything. How about a 50? So then it just makes it a little smaller there. Or 40, a little bit. It has this line here though, so I might try to go back and get rid of the bevel and see if that takes the line out. The other thing we can do is here and make sure the line is out. No line, solid line, no line. Go back to Picture Effects, 3D Rotation. And if you come down here, now what you can do is you can rotate it like that. And I want you to just play with all of this because it's kind of fun. See, that makes it look like there's pages in there when you rotate it like that. So maybe you could rotate it a little like that and then flip it around. Then the Z, try to go back to where we were. I guess we could hit reset. And then perspective changes it a little bit too. So you'd have to play with it until you got something that you thought looked good. This looks pretty good because it looks like there's pages in there. Again, maybe I would go back and see what happens with bevel. See, that was kind of nice to have it look like pages. So maybe I'll put the bevel back in, bottom bevel. So it's entirely up to you what you do, but be sure then when you go back, you're going to do File, Save As, and I'm going to just call it book cover, or whatever the name is, Easy PDF Formula, and PNG would be the one you probably should use. And there it is. That's how you do it. So please don't let not having a cover stop you. You have all these files. Here's just a quick video on how to do it. And get that book written, and then you can start selling it. So go down below, click the link below to grab your free PowerPoint ebook cover template. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.